Hey everyone, so today I'm sharing with you my annual holiday gift guide. It's become sort of a tradition, and this year I'm going to share with you all of some gifts that I've purchased already, a lot of gifts, some gifts that I've purchased already, and some really great ideas, as I always do. So it's kind of fun around this time of year because this is when I usually get everyone taken care of, get everyone crossed off my list, and year after year I kind of stick with singular places. I like to get all my stuff done in one shot. Last year I did stuff from just all beauty, like from a beauty store. This year I am doing Nordstrom because it's sort of a no-brainer. I love Nordstrom. I feel like you can get anything there. The return policy is great. You can get things from pretty much any beauty brand you can think of. You can get really luxury items if you want to get something super special. You can get really affordable things and great deals. Things for kids, things for men, things for women, teenagers. So they've got a little bit of everything, and so this year I thought that would be perfect. As I say every year, the holidays aren't about the biggest, best gift or being super showy and, you know, material things. It's about making people happy and giving them something that you know they need, or something that will bring a smile to their face, something that they've been wanting, something special. And of course, giving back, and I'll mention that as well. I'll kind of tell you what we're planning on doing this year and sort of what we do every year, which I think I've mentioned before a little bit. But one thing I want to mention, and I'm going to kind of go through different categories. When I shopped from Nordstrom this year, I'm very excited because you can add, as most stores do, you can add gift wrap and stuff, but their gift boxes are just so classy. They're the little or big silver boxes, and it's nice because no matter what you put on your cart, you can check, you know, like add gift wrap, and then you'll get little things that look like this according to the size of the item that you purchased. But so that makes it easy for me because I don't have to buy gift wrap. It ends up being about the same price. It's just hassle-free. I love to shop online, but if you wanted to go in store, you also could, and then they're really cute when you see. It's just perfect. It's the perfect little box for under the tree. So, and it feels special when someone gets it because everyone likes Nordstrom. So first, I'm gonna talk about a couple of beauty things because we're all here for beauty. We love beauty stuff on this channel, so I'm gonna show you some great things. I always find that year after year, it is a hit when I give someone any sort of philosophy gift set. They feel nice. It's a good, solid gift. People always love it. This one is the, you get the Vanilla Brown Sugar set, which is a holiday scent. Here's a picture of what you get. Just the regular shampoo, shower gel, bubble bath combo product that's so popular, and then you get a sugar scrub. So they're kind of stacked up in there. And who wouldn't like that? I mean, men or women I think would like this, but my friends always really like this, family members and stuff, so I picked up a couple of these. This was really exciting to me. I kind of want to go back and purchase one for myself because it was so cool, but it is a set of the Laura Mercier caviar sticks for your eyes, which is one of my top favorite products of all time. And they're like, I would say they're mini size. This is what the regular size looks like. And it takes forever to go through them. So it's not like, oh, it's a sample, you're gonna blow through it. Like, these will last forever, and it's pretty much like every good color. So you get the rose gold, the amethyst, which is my favorite, moonlight copper, khaki, and cocoa. And khaki and cocoa are my other two favorite shades. So this I thought was really special, and something that I think any woman, girl, teenage, anybody would love this. These are just really awesome products. They're like cream eyeshadows in a stick. So it's really easy. So if you've got someone that's not super fussy about makeup, this would be great. If you've got someone that is super fussy about makeup, this would be great. The MAC holiday stuff is absolutely gorgeous, and I was really excited about it this year. I haven't done a blog post or anything. I've been so bad about doing a lot of that type of stuff, and I need to get back on it. But this is one of my favorite eyeshadow kits. Any woman or girl on your list will love anything MAC. It's just fun, and I love MAC stuff. But their packaging this year for their holiday stuff is really pretty. Just to give you an idea, they come in, some of the sets come in the most beautiful boxes with a little black cameo, and they just make a really pretty gift. And this of course comes in a box, but this is the Keepsakes Plum Eyes, and this is probably my favorite out of the eyeshadow kits. But it's just a beautiful purples. There's some bright purples, but then there's also like some regular shades too. So I think this would be good for any girl on your list. I think that's a really good one. And this one is cool too. This is the Pink and Rose Pigments and Glitter. So and it comes in the pretty box. If you've got someone that's a little more adventurous with makeup, or someone that just likes, or just pretty things, or likes to play, these are just really cool. So you get a bunch of pigments and glitter. They don't seem very small. They seem like real, they're a little smaller than the actual sizes, but it doesn't feel like a little dinky like sample size. And then this is a little bigger, and this comes with lip glosses and dazzle glasses, which I think most women, girls, anybody would like a good lip gloss. And this is the nude and red lip gloss set. So really cool. I think that there's a lot of good MAC stuff available too. And you could just get, you know, a couple of those and give one to each friend or each person, whoever, or if you have a daughter that is starting out with makeup or just likes stuff like that, that's a really, I think, cool gift. Maybe this will give you some ideas of things to ask for too. If you're looking to give someone a perfume, I know perfume and cologne is one of those things that people usually, it's like a go-to gift I find for Christmas and birthdays, and it's just something that people always kind of gravitate toward giving, but it can be really tricky. And I have found not only 2 scents that I really like, one for men and one for women, but I find that most people, regardless of what they like, usually really like these. This is my all-time favorite men's fragrance and my all-time favorite women's fragrance that I'm going to show you, but the Gucci 2 for men. This is what Brad wears. The bottle, first of all, is gorgeous, but I just cannot get enough of the way it smells. If you're a woman that likes manly scents too, this would definitely be one for you. I have actually worn this before, and I'm gonna wear it right now, and I really, really like it on myself. So I just love it so much. So this is a really, really good one, and I've even mixed the two together and they smell really, really nice. So for men, I think you can't go wrong with this. It's a mix of like a really manly scent, but it's also kind of fresh and a little like warm at the same time. It's just different. I just can't describe it, just love it so much. You just have to smell it for yourself. And then the Gucci 2 for women. And it's a coincidence that they're from the same little family, but they're just wonderful. I've gone through so many bottles of these. Every time I mention this, I always say that, but they do smell really good mixed together. This is Brad's favorite scent for me, and that's my favorite scent for him. So I always get compliments on this. Friends of mine, and they always compliment or comment on this, and people really, really like this scent. So those are 2 really good ones, and honestly, you don't hear a whole lot about them, but they've been around for years, but they're the best scents. So if you're looking for a good fragrance or a cologne that someone may not have, that you're, you know, looking for something new for them to try, then that would be a good one. You can really get out fairly affordable. You don't have to feel like you have to get so many different things and put them all together. Like if you just got one of those fragrances, which those are fairly expensive. I mean, that's a nice, nice gift. And then you add on a gift box and give someone a gift like this, like it just feels so nice, and it's just good. It's just an easy way. It's just easy. I really enjoyed shopping online this year. Where clothing is concerned, there are so many good options. First, I'm gonna show you a really affordable option. I believe these are around $20, and I totally did not expect them to be this inexpensive. I have a pair for myself, and I really, really love them. I've been wearing them nonstop, but I also ordered a pair for, I don't wanna say who, because I don't know if they're gonna watch, but they are by the, I don't know how to pronounce it, M-U-K-L-U-K-S, Muklux, whatever, the boot brand that makes really expensive shoes and boots that are a lot more, they're usually a lot more expensive than Uggs. So when I saw that they had the Muklux, maybe that's how you pronounce it, slippers, I really got excited. Because it's just such a nice thing, like that's a nice brand, they're made really nicely. These are the small size. I of course got the large, and if whoever's watching, they can probably figure out who this is for because they have extremely small feet. But they come in all different colors. I actually got this same pink color, and they come in teal and some more natural shades if you're getting it for someone that may not be into the hot pink or the teal. I'll find those and I'll link to those below so you can find them easily, but they're just really nice house slippers, and I love ones that kind of come up a little taller. They've got nice soles on them, so it's not like, you know, super slippery or anything. So this is an awesome, awesome gift if you've got a lot of friends on your list that you want to get something really nice for, but you don't want to spend a fortune. That is an awesome, awesome option. On the other hand, if you know that you've got someone in your life that you're going to really spend a little more on and get something that is like really like a luxury gift, I guess I would say. That's why I really enjoyed shopping there this year, is because you can get things that are expensive or things that are cheaper. I mean, it's just literally like a one-stop thing, and it's just awesome. You can go a little fancier and get one of those items that I think will just be like something that they'll have forever. For me, that is a really nice scarf. Shoes are a little tricky to buy blindly for someone. Same with like sunglasses or even clothing. But scarves is something that most people, it's gonna fit everyone. Most people really love them, and I think that you just absolutely cannot go wrong with a classic Burberry scarf. This one is my favorite one. I also have this nude one that is made out of like really warm cashmere. But I actually really love this one because it's warm, it's big, you can double it up, but it's that material that's a little, you know, it breathes a little bit. So you can kind of double it up. You can do so many different things with this, but I think it's one of those items that would make someone feel special, and it's kind of fancy, and it just would make someone feel, you know, like a special, extra special gift. But I just really love mine so much, and I just think that if you were really going to get someone something special and you were looking for something a little nicer, a little fancier, this would be a great option. Like I said, even handbags are something that's a little tricky to purchase for someone. So, and this goes with everything. Then you could get a silver box to put it in, and then you just be set. Something else I always like for men and to buy for men, and they always like them, are gloves. This one's still in the plastic. I did take one of them out. And I know there's a couple of family members that I feel like, you know, I've given them gloves at least a couple of times, but I just don't think you can beat these North Face gloves. And I got two different types. I got, these are the, well, I'll link to them below. These are a little more fleece feeling and they're gray, and then these are black. And what's cool about these is that they're the E-tip gloves, and when that first came out, you know, like for cell phones and stuff, so you don't have to take your gloves off, the tips of the fingers were like, almost like they were cut out, like they had that mesh that wasn't part of the glove. Well, now it's just, you can't even tell, it's just the same material all around. So I think that's kind of really cool. So if you've got someone that works outside a lot, or just anybody, you know, I think everyone can appreciate a good pair of warm gloves. Something that I think is a good idea for Brad this year, and I'm just gonna tell him not to watch this video. He's been talking about watches a lot lately. He wants a really nice watch, so I'm gonna look for a nice watch for him. I'm not sure what kind I'm gonna get, but I know that he's kind of been into them lately. And even if you didn't get like a super like expensive fancy watch, or if you just weren't even sure what kind of watch to get, which I think that's kind of where I am because I want him to pick it out, I think I'm going to get him like a watch box where he can put his watches in it, and then maybe like put a little note in there that says like we're going to go pick one out or something. So I think sometimes gifts like that are fun because all those guys, a lot of guys really hate shopping, like Brad. If they're gonna pick out something they're excited for, they're gonna enjoy it. So I might do that for him this year. I thought that was a really cute idea, and they do sell watch boxes and stuff, and I'll link to one that I found that was really nice, because some of them, like if you find them on different websites, they can be a little cheap looking, but those all look really nice. So I'm excited about those. I feel like that was a lot of good ideas, like basic general ideas for men, but I know a lot of you are women that watch my videos. You have female friends, family members, and maybe even you're getting some gifts ideas for yourself to put on your list. But a couple more really awesome, I think, gift ideas for women. definitely check out the Kate Spade accessories. So on Nordstrom, you can Google like the Kate Spade accessories, whatever. And Kate Spade is one of those brands that feels a little fancier. You know, it's kind of something that I think if someone got something in a Kate Spade box, they'd be like, wow, you know. And it's fun. I love that brand. It's really whimsical and fun, and they have all kinds of fun accessories. But what is really awesome about it, unlike a lot of their handbags, which can get expensive and things like that, if you click on the accessories section, which I will link to that so you can find it easily, they have so many great accessories that would work so wonderful for women, to teenage girls, and they're not super expensive, but they feel special, you know? So I love gifts like that because no one wants to break the bank for Christmas. Like, you want to make someone feel special, but if you've got a lot of people on your list, you don't necessarily want to go in debt buying a ton of Christmas gifts. It should be a fun time of the year, and you shouldn't be stressing about that kind of stuff. So that is one of my good tips. And then also, I will show you something really pretty from Kendra Scott, which is a really good, I think there's a lot of really gorgeous necklaces and things like that, really pretty like jewelry that feels a little nicer, feels a little more special than just like typical costume jewelry. Kendra Scott's a pretty like well-known like jewelry brand. It feels, like I said, it feels a little nicer, but it's not super expensive. Some pieces are, but you can get really, really good things. Most of the earrings come in like these, for instance. I purchased these to give for a gift, and these were $55. They were a little more expensive, but I like how these come in all different colors. So you can really get something that's like, sort of like goes with the personality of whoever you're buying for. And like I said again, this just kind of like the Kate Spade stuff, this feels special, and I think that anyone would like a nice pair of earrings or something like that. So there's so many things that you can do to make gift giving easy for you, and also really special and fun for the people that are going to be receiving them. And of course, I don't show a lot of kids gifts and stuff like that, but I did buy these for our baby girl that is due in January, and I thought these were so cute. I had heard about these through my friend Lorraine, who is, her channel is The Current Custom. She'd gotten these for her son, of course not in pink, but they are called Babyators, and they're little aviator sunglasses for babies, and they're teeny tiny and they won't break. It has a guarantee that says if they're ever lost or stolen, they'll even replace them, but how cute are they? So they were 20 bucks, and like I said, they'll replace them forever, but I just thought this was so cute. Like, if your friend has a baby, or you know, even they come in sizes for, like, see, that kid looks like a toddler, and that kid looks a little older too. So it's just a little easy little gift, I think, if you've got kids in your life, or maybe a friend's child or something. This is, I think, a really good idea, so I'm really excited about those. So, you know, gift giving is not about, like I said, the actual gifts. It's about all these things. I'm thinking, who would like this? You know, who would be excited over that? Or who would be excited over this? And it's just fun. It makes people feel special, and giving back is really important. Around the holidays is when we tend to give back the most to different organizations or things like that. But, you know, over the years we've done different things, like the Santa, or the Secret Santa child, what did they call that? Every different place calls it a little something different, but the Christmas child stuff, if a family can't really afford to give their kids a good Christmas, you know, they'll have the child's, you know, write down things that this child needs, and then you'll know at your church or wherever you're going to do it through, you know, you'll select a child from the tree, and you'll buy them these gifts and put it in a bag, and then their parents have them a good Christmas to give them. I'm gonna like tear up, but it's special, you know. And a lot of times I like to get the teenagers and stuff like that. A lot of people just get the little tiny kids, but I think a lot of times it's hard for teenagers that kind of grow up, and you know, especially like in certain areas where, you know, they go to school with kids that may have a whole lot and they don't, you know. So I think that, you know, don't just think about the tiny kids, think about kids that are, you know, teenagers and that need stuff too, like that, that are going to high school and middle school, which is even tougher. So so we like to do stuff like that. And then also this year, I think there's a women's shelter that's fairly close by. You'd be really surprised at how many women's centers or women's shelter places for, like, I think this place is more so for like displaced mothers. So there's kids that live there too, and you know, you can fill up this huge nice box full of goodies and things that you know that they might need, you know, right along with when you place these orders for family or whatever. When you're shopping, you can add a couple things that you know that these people will really need. Like those slippers were really nice, you know, and they were affordable. You can get great deals on all kinds of things, and scarf sets and gloves and things that they might need. You could even do gift cards for them so that they can actually buy what they need for their children, and you know, beauty things and things that would just make them happy. So dropping off a big box of cool gifts, I think, is really fun, and it's something that, you know, just something that you'll know will definitely make someone's holiday better that's in those types of situations. So this has been a really long video, but it was a ton of stuff to show, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Definitely, if you are looking to knock a ton of gifts off of your list and you're shopping for a lot of people, I would strongly recommend that you go to Nordstrom, because this has been the easiest. And I didn't show everything because, you know, I don't want people to watch and like see everything, but and then of course gift cards. I'm huge on gift cards, so they have, I'll link to their gift card thing below too, because they have a ton of cool gift cards. If people get a Nordstrom gift card, they get really excited. So there's just a ton of stuff you can do. The gift boxes are amazing. I just think that's so easy, because it's not just like they send you a white box and it's like, here's a gift box, you know. I love how they do it so that you can wrap it yourself, or I think they will wrap it for you. But I kind of like to see the items and wrap it myself, put a little card inside of it if I want to. And then everything looks so pretty under the tree. So I am really digging this year. I'm really happy about being pretty much, I think, done with my Christmas shopping. So if you want any more details on any of the items that I showed, I will link to all of those below, so you can check those out if you want. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful month of December, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.